Okay, we just got interrupted. It's okay. That's what happens, you know, sometimes when people call in on these phones. And by the way, this is my nephew Kevin that's recording this. He's you know, been into this type of you know, teaching and stuff since he was a young man. I'm glad he's been able to get in on this. But I was just gonna give him a shout out. But anyway, I'm sure y'all want to know what's next. Now, what he done is he's got a phobia, okay, of something that he's never told nobody about before. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it to where what he's in fear of, he actually is fixing to like. It's actually fixing to be something fun for him, okay? So we're going to make that connection, and we're going to go right back where we left off from. But I got to tell you what we did. He walked down. He saw the good memory. He walked through the good memory. He walked down the road into a theater, and he sat down in a theater and saw his phobia up on the screen. Then he floated out of his body from the theater up into a balcony, and this is where we're fixing to be. So I'm going to check him to make sure he's there. Okay, go back to him. Okay, Herb, now I want you to close your eyes. Now I want you to imagine yourself back in the theater and tell me if you're watching it from the audience or if you're still in the projectile booth. Now if you're not even there yet, you just need to go ahead and see the good memory again. Let's start from the beginning. When I did this, guys, it brings back the good memory because it's a trigger. You see what I'm doing here? Does that not bring the good memory up, Herb? See the good memory? Immediately. You hear that? That's how triggers work. Immediately. Okay. Now, put it back on there. Okay, now what I want you to do, see the good memory. Now walk through the good memory and go ahead and go back down that little road that leads to these bright lights, that leads to this, you know, movie theater. I want you to go in. I want you to see the guy again. This time, he's going to smile. You're going to see his teeth twinkle at you. And when it does, you're going to give him your ticket, walk into the room and sit down. And when you sit down, I want you to look up at the screen. Now on the screen is going to be your phobia, okay? Some total action going on right now, okay? Just like the cinemas, it's going on. But at the same time, you're going to float up out of your body now, and you're going to go into the projectile booth all the way in the back of the cinema.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're looking at you in the cinema from the projectile booth, watching it on TV, correct? I mean on the cinema.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now watch it go real fast forward.
All right.
Are you done? All the way to the end. It's just a slide down, like it's just a frame.
It just went through. Yeah.
It's just a frame.
That's right.
Now I want you to actually see it come all the way back, real fast.
It's there.
Okay, you should see it go all the way back real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what color is it in?
It's in black and white.
Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to watch the guy, that's you down there in the cinema. I want you to watch him stand up and walk up and get inside the phobia, okay? And I want you to see him go near or get into the picture. Just go ahead and get into the picture.
Right, I'm there. I'm in
okay.
the picture.
Now move that picture fast forward while you're in it from the cinema, watching from the cinema, because you're still up in the projectile booth, right? Okay. Now watch yourself move forth real fast.
I did.
Okay, that's good, ain't it? Felt good.
Sure did.
Okay, now watch yourself move back real fast.
All right.
Okay, now actually go over and get associated with whatever it is you might be, in some type of fear of. Touch it, rub it, let it, whatever. I mean, ride it, whatever it takes. And now I want you to let it go fast forward. Super fast forward. Okay? Now, rewind it real fast.
All right.
Okay, now, what I want you to do is I want you to walk back out to the audience and sit down.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay, now, up in the projectile booth, I want you to float down back into your body down there.
All right.
Okay, now walk back up into the screen and hop on that, situation and win.
All right.
Have a fun time. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get you to just basically float from there to the body that you're in now and come back here, okay? Float back. Open your eyes. Okay, good. Now, how you would test that, did you say, well, what was the phobia?
What was the phobia?
What was the phobia?
Bull riding, getting on a bull.
It was bull riding. The phobia, okay.
Fear of getting hurt.
This is Betty. The fear of getting hurt, bull riding. So, what he just done was, he doesn't know it yet, but he eliminated a fear of ever doing that. So, if he ever goes around a bull, or anything like that. No, what Richard Bandler and all the guys always would do was let them go and test it right then and there, because like the ladies would be on the elevator, and then they'd go, or there'd be elevators there, and the people would be scared of elevators, so they would go right then and there and test it. It would eliminate a fear. So if you can eliminate a phobia fear, you can eliminate fears that cause pain. People doesn't know it a lot of times, but the emotions cause pain. And you can eliminate thousands of things that bother you instantly, okay, in many different ways and styles. This is just one of the ways of a reconciliation process. The swish, it's about what are you thinking about. A lot of us don't think about what we're thinking about. And when we get up in the morning, we'll be thinking in our mind, still sleepy, seeing a sleepy person, and you wonder why it's hard to get up. Well, if you get up in the morning and you do this, shining on Herb. Okay, Herb, now I want you to close your eyes. Okay, imagine you're at the top of a 200-foot roller coaster. Okay? And that thing's fixing to drop, and you're hanging, and you're looking there, and you know that thing's biggest roller coaster in the world, and it's fixing to just start flying. Okay, you see it? Now open your eyes. Did that get you alert?
Oh, yeah.
That's better than a cup of coffee, ain't it?
Amen.
You see that? That's how stuff works. But do we want to get him to calm right back down real quick? Okay, point it back to him. Now close your eyes again. Think that you're at the carnival, and you just see yourself up there. Okay? You're over there sitting down, you see all the pretty lights at the carnival, the wind's blowing on you, it's all beautiful, and you just see yourself up there in the roller coaster fixing to drop. You see that?
It. Yeah, I see it.
See? It's nowhere near as alerting, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's not as intense.
Okay, now open your eyes. Next time, just think of the carnival, and that'll give you a good memory.
There you go.
But anyway, that's how you can get woke right up in the morning. One of the ways. There's thousands of ways. But what I'm saying is, these processes is what takes people from feeling extremely hurt to being healed within, 20, 30 minutes. Okay? That's it for now.
I've noticed, I've noticed whenever I get associated most is I've connected that touch, like the nerve with the associating with whatever it is, and I actually seen myself bull riding, I actually won, come in 4th place, and it made me feel good that happened. So
good. Good. So we got something that we didn't.
Yeah, I've never done this before, once or twice, and I didn't know it could be done until it was done on me, and it's wonderful, especially the way it works, the way you can turn something off and turn it back. The way you explain it and the technique that you have.
There was something we done last night on another video. It was he had something that he related a word to it called a bad memory called sorrow. And what we done was we eliminated it with the switch process on another video we have. Okay, and we'll have that up soon. But we done it in like 3 minutes, and this is something that really bothered him, guys. And he had one that he related called sad. And I was asking him to relate just one trigger word that makes you have that feeling, because we wanted something that he could hear and something we could work with sounds other than just pictures. Because a lot of people want to know, well, how do you work with feelings? You can just focus on your feelings a lot of times and they'll leave, but sometimes they won't. And if they won't, then what's going on is you got a bright picture up there, maybe right in front of you, maybe over to your right or over to your left, or somewhere in there, and it's really bothering you. You're just not thinking about what you're thinking about. You ain't thinking about what picture you're thinking about, and trying to make it, you can just make it black and white, and it'll take most of its energy away. But what we done with her last night with these words like click, and sad and sorrow, these words, we used audio. And you want to explain how you turn them down?
Yeah, like with the click, that made me feel sad when I heard the click. So I took and cut it down to where it barely did say click, and it was in a distance.
But there was also this last night too on it.
Yes, I noticed that was a lot of trigger too that helped me would go back from it and then lose it, to where I noticed today it was in my knee. So it's different things that can actually associate the pain or the goodness with the touching. So, but and then I just cut it all the way down to where it didn't bother me, and I still remember it for a memory, but when I hear it, at the end, when I heard click, it made me feel happy, because of the way everything changed. So now when I hear click,
No, when he
it
says
makes me
that,
feel happy.
Gordon, when he says that, this trigger, what happened then was, see, if you can get a trigger on somebody, sometimes you can do it by the tap of the arm, sometimes you can do it by squeezing the shoulder, and then you'll repeat something to them. And then you trigger by tapping them again or something like on the leg. And then when you get that trigger, you bring on the bad emotion. And while they're in the bad emotion, you just squeeze that trigger, and all of a sudden that good emotion will come in and it'll override and kill the negative effect of the bad memory, okay? That's what he's talking about. Now when he thinks about the bad memory, it makes him feel good. So that's how that works. So that's good enough, nephew. That's pretty good.
All right, good job, man. Proud of y'all.